He laughs after ripping victims apart. What?
Oxo Premia ahora es Spin Premia. Ahora puedes
Bro,
usar tus
what?
puntos en muchos lados.
Dude, what?
You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. You could care less. That's sad and pathetic.
Lawn dog. And my car got hit. And then someone said, oh, someone else is hit. I'm just like, oh my God, how did that happen?
Keep blowing till you hear the machine click, okay? All right?
What about what?
Yes, ma'am. You are under arrest for DUI. Come right over here, man.
I'm going to spend at least $500. I'm going to start off with 2 Long Island.
You haven't had enough of drinking already?
We're talking about Vegas. There's no limit at Vegas, right? Have you been there?
College senior Stephanie Malgoza went out for a night of partying on April 10th,
Are you kidding me,
2022.
dude?
With only 4 weeks left before graduation, she
Are
was
you
planning a trip
fucking
to
kidding
Las
me?
Vegas to celebrate her birthday and a new
She
beginning.
killed people and
Enjoying
she's
her
laughing.
evening, she'd already left one drinking establishment and was on her way to another. Little did
Dude.
she know, however.
Dude, I've watched a video. I've watched a video of a black dude. And a cop, we watched it on here, and a cop was talking to him. And the cop tells him, hey, you didn't hit a post, you hit another car, and you killed 2 people. And the guy just breaks down and he asks him, I killed people? And he says, yeah. And the guy goes, oh no, dude, how many lives did I just ruin? Like, the guy goes, like, a normal human reaction. And the guy was drunk. He was a drunk driver. And the guy starts going, fuck, I ruined lives and I did this and I'm so sorry. And you can see, like, the true anguish. And this bitch is just laughing about it. And by the way, that guy, I think he got like 10 years or some shit like that, because he killed 2 people, which is like manslaughter. I think he got like 10 years or 15 years in prison, something like that. So we'll see how much this
One
bitch gets.
extremely poor split-second decision was about to change the lives of many in a most horrific
And
way.
that guy was a black guy.
2 unsuspecting victims had no idea that they were about to cross paths with extreme danger. East Peoria police have just been dispatched to the scene shortly after Stephanie herself placed the 911 call to report an accident to authorities. Upon arrival,
Jesus.
officers frantically attempt to make sense of a dire situation as they evaluate the absolute disaster before them. It's likely that this scene ranks among the
What
most
the
gruesome they've
fuck?
ever encountered. Among the wreckage
Oh,
at the
she
site,
hit
a severed
people
leg is
like
located,
this.
later
Oh!
described as sticking out of the grill of Stephanie's
Yeah,
vehicle.
she fucking...
I'm so confused. So,
Oh my god. Yeah, she just...
Rossi, grab some gloves, take over CPR for Pyro. Has anybody gotten all your information?
No one. Someone, your friends have my license.
Do you have a driver's license?
Your friends have my license.
Okay. I'm just gonna write it down here.
Okay.
Just let you know I got body cameras, everything. Okay.
Upon speaking with Stephanie, as the officer obtains her personal information, he immediately notices that her speech
Dude,
is
she was
slurred,
going-
her eyes are red and watery, and there is a
Dude,
strong
she
odor of
was
alcohol
going
on her
so
breath.
fast.
Nonetheless, his focus is to
But
find
her
out
legs
exactly
didn't
what
touch.
happened and how things went so terribly wrong.
Were you leaving the bar? Were
She
you
was
coming
going
this down the road?
so
I was
fast.
coming here.
Okay.
You know, I had just gotten my night started.
So, were you going this direction
Yeah.
or this direction?
I was coming this direction.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna have you do.
Yes, please.
Let's get away from the scene a little bit. Let them do their thing, okay? This is your car, right? The correct, the
Oh
red
my
car.
God,
You were the
dude.
only one in the vehicle.
I'm the only one.
Okay, come over here to my squad car, okay?
In addition to the signs of intoxication
Yeah, dude,
Stephanie
always
is
watch out.
exhibiting,
There's always
the
fucking
officer also
retards,
notes
man.
that her
There's always
vehicle has
idiot
sustained heavy
fucks.
front-end
There's always
damage.
idiot
Can you take your
fucks
purse off and just set that on here? We got to.
out there. You can't trust these
Yep.
people, man.
Do you have anything illegal on you?
Yes, I have marijuana in
In
the.
your purse?
Marijuana.
Okay. Have you had any marijuana tonight?
No.
Okay. Can you set those on the car for me for me?
I
My
don't
vape
believe
too?
it.
Yep. Set that down there.
In my
In
phone?
your phone? Yes, ma'am. All right, just come over here. Just put your hands on my car. He's got a pass search where I put you in my car, okay?
Okay.
No pockets or anything.
Imagine killing 2 people, not breaking down. And
Right.
you
Until
know
we
that
figure
you
out how we're
killed them,
going to
you can
handle this,
see
I'm going to
them.
have you sit uncuffed in the back seat of my car. I'm going to get you out. We're going to probably do some field sobriety tests and all that. I got some more questions for you. But right now, I'm going to have you sit down just so we're out of the roadway, okay?
I'd be a mess, man.
Just scoot that over for me, okay?
Do you want to do it?
There we
I'd
go.
be such a mess.
Are you hurt
dude.
at all or need medics yourself?
Knowing that I
No,
killed
sir.
2 people.
Because your your car's pretty beat up, so I'm making sure.
I'm okay.
Are you bleeding anywhere?
No, I'm okay.
Is that a little blood splatter on your hands maybe from glass? I see you got glass cut all over you.
Do I? I think I'm okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Stephanie has read her Miranda rights and acknowledges that she understands. She agrees to give her version of what has landed everyone in this distressing crisis.
What happened
My
prior to the
God.
accident?
I was coming to full throttle, and I was
okay.
almost here, as you can see.
Were you driving this way or that
I
coming
was
down that side
coming
road?
here, this way.
Okay.
And suddenly, one person walked out in front of me,
Okay.
I know that too.
and my car got hit. I called you as soon as they got hit.
You called 911?
Yes, I called 911.
This is an interesting choice of words. It's clear that Stephanie is attempting to place
One
blame on the
person.
individual she hit. She isn't taking responsibility for her actions and is putting forth her best effort to avoid consequences associated with her poor decision.
And then someone said, oh, someone else just said, I'm just like, oh my God, how did that happen?
Okay. What
So-
happened when you hit the one person? What happened?
I just called you. That's all I know. I
Okay.
called you.
Did they fall down right away or did you get out and help them or what
They
happened?
fucking
I got
flew.
out, I
They
called
flew.
you, and then everyone else came out. So
They
I
flew.
like kind of just let them
Okay.
come and take over the situation.
Okay.
But I promise you, like, I only know one person got hit, and I'm just like, they came out of nowhere because I'm a safe driver.
I get it.
But clearly, this claim couldn't be further from the
I'm
truth.
a safe
The officer
driver.
continues his
Somebody
line of
lost a
questioning,
leg,
and Stephanie's
dog.
answers become
'Cause you were going so
progressively
fast.
more outlandish.
If you had to estimate, how fast were you going when you hit the person?
I would say I was doing at
80.
least 40.
No,
At
40.
least 40.
You think
Maybe 40 to 45, but at least 40.
Okay.
Technically, this
Oh.
likely isn't a lie, but
No.
the way she's phrased this statement could
Bro,
place her speed well over
uh,
40 miles
I was going at least 10 miles per hour. At least. I could have been going faster. But at least 10 miles per hour.
per hour at the time of impact.
She was
It's
going twice the
interesting
speed.
that despite being heavily intoxicated,
Twice the
she is
speed.
careful about the phrasing of her deceptive statements.
All right. Do you think you were going too fast for this area at the time with the darkness?
I honestly don't think I was going too fast because I try to be precautionary about where I'm at.
Okay.
But I just know that
Yeah,
one
for
person
somebody to
came
lose
out
a
of
leg.
nowhere.
Did you have your headlights on?
Yes,
I'd like
sir.
to stay
Brights
there
on
and
or
the
just
person to
regular
go.
headlights?
Regular.
Okay. Okay. So obviously you saw them. It was no time to react, no time to
No
stop.
time.
Okay.
That's the word.
Okay. All right. Where were you coming from tonight?
I was coming from Tavern 41 on Sterling Avenue.
Tavern 31 on
41.
Tavern 41 on Sterling,
Yes,
Victoria.
sir.
Okay.
Oh,
And
she
you
was
left
going
the
like
Tavern
this.
41 and drove straight here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Over the course of the night, how much have you had to drink?
I probably had about 3 drinks.
Consistent with her previous statement where she claimed she was going at least 40 miles per hour,
Unbelievable.
Stephanie continues with her selective memory
About 3
statements.
drinks.
What is 3 drinks? You like? Are we talking what type of drinks?
A beer.
Just vodka.
Vodka, straight vodka or mixed drinks?
Vodka and water, so I was staying hydrated, and
Okay.
drinking.
If Stephanie is truly under the impression
how
that
much
this is an
vodka,
effective
though?
way to
And
stay
how much
hydrated,
water?
she's obviously misinformed.
Like right now, if you had
press.
me do a test, I think I would pass. Just like, don't test me, but I think I would.
Oh, don't test me,
I'm
but
going to
I
be honest.
would.
We are going to do those tests here in a little bit because circumstances obviously we have
But I
to.
said
Okay?
don't test me.
How long ago was your last drink? Would you say
My last drink,
5
I would say
minutes
about
ago.
40 minutes
40 minutes ago? Were you drinking anything while you're in the vehicle, or
No.
was the last drink at the bar?
at the bar.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least drunk you've ever been, 10 being the most drunk you've ever been, where would you say you put yourself at right now?
5.
5.
Because I've been very drunk. And right now, like, I see you, I see everyone, I know the situation, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm aware of
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Soon it's time to conduct the field sobriety test, the same one Stephanie just stated that she would be able to
Not
pass.
gonna lie,
What I want you to do is follow the tip of
not gonna lie, that question from the office is kind of stupid, right? Because if she has gotten completely blackout drunk and that's her 10, then not being blackout is gonna be like a 5 or a 6. Yeah, that question is kind of dumb.
my pen. I'm going to move my pen back and forth several times. Once you follow the tip of my
Do you
pen.
want me to like walk or just my eyes?
No, we're just doing your eyes right
Okay.
now. Once you
Yeah.
follow the tip of my pen, if your eyes only, but keep your head still. I want you to continue that test, so I tell you to stop,
Okay, sir.
It's likely no coincidence that Stephanie addresses the officer as Sir here just before the sobriety test gets underway.
You
I'm ready
understand?
right now. Yes.
All right, touch the tip of my pen just so I know where you're. There you go. All right. That's what I want you to follow.
And she's
Keep
smiling.
your head still for me.
Oh, my head. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Just your eyes. No,
It's
we're
really
going to try
hard.
that again.
It's hard.
All right.
Judging by Stephanie's demeanor here, she isn't any closer to grasping the seriousness of the situation. The theme continues as they make their way through the tests. As the officer
Dude,
administers
if
the
I was
horizontal
the
gaze
father or
nystagmus
the
portion
kid
of
or
the
the
sequence,
son
he's
of
checking
like
Stephanie's
the
eye
person
for involuntary.
dude, if the people that she killed were my family members and she's acting like this, oh, I'm going to the same prison she's going, bro. 2023, I'm a woman now. Okay? Oh, and now it's on, dog. You are not gonna behave like this, dude, after killing 2 people. You can't be doing this shit.
Voluntary jerking as she gazes from side to side. When someone is intoxicated by alcohol or some type of drugs, this jerking becomes more pronounced.
It's so hard keeping my head still.
Do the best you can. Just follow with your eyes. Are you able to hold your head still without your hands?
She's so
Okay.
high,
All
she
right,
forgot.
just follow with your eyes,
Fine,
okay?
fine, okay.
No, bro, there's a
Keep following.
leg.
What I'm going to have you
There's
do
a
is
leg
stand
on her
about
front
right here,
bumper,
face my
or like
car.
the
We
front
don't have a line. We're
part.
going to pretend there's an invisible line straight from you to my license plate, okay?
There's
Can you
a
see my license plate
leg
fine?
on her car.
That's the area we're going to
Like, you
shoot
know
for.
what
We're
I
gonna walk
mean?
towards that, okay? What I
How's
want
she
you to do
not
is
gonna
put your
know,
left
bro?
foot down first.
Okay.
Now put your
I'd
right
be
foot in front of your left
puking.
foot with your right heel touching your
There's a
left toe just as I'm
fucking
demonstrating.
leg.
Go ahead.
Right here.
Go ahead and get in that position
And the
for me.
person
Can I show
somewhere
an
over
example?
there.
Yeah, I want you to.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and tie your shoe for me, okay?
Sorry.
Do not
Dying
begin
or
until I
dead.
tell you to, okay?
Okay.
Hands straight down your side. When I say you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down this line, you're going to turn around and take 9 heel-to-toe steps back.
What's
On
the
your
deal?
on your turn, I want you to keep your front foot on the line. Then you're going to use your other foot to turn yourself around with several
You
small
always
steps,
blame the
okay?
victim.
Count out loud so I can hear you. Once you begin the test, do not stop until you have completed the test, okay?
9, turn around.
Yes. Do
I
you
mean-
understand my instructions?
I think so.
All right, go ahead and
If
begin
you
the
hit
test, okay?
them, yeah, I understand. But
3.
that's not what God wants you to do, is it?
9.
Yes, ma'am.
And turn
Hey,
around.
look, sometimes the people are
After
at
the
fault.
walking test, Stephanie
Sometimes they
attempts the
are.
one-leg stand portion of the
Sometimes
series,
the people
and she
see the
fails
car
this
coming
part
and they
just
just
as
walk in
miserably
front
as
of
the
it.
previous sequences.
All right, go ahead and begin the
Yeah.
test, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes that does happen.
1,
but
1,000. Is that
She's
You drop your
drunk,
foot, lift it
bro.
right back up, keep going where you left off.
1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000.
That's another reason to not get drunk and drive.
6,000.
Sometimes
7,000.
people do
Oh,
get in front of cars
1,000.
on
Oh, I
purpose
can't
because
do
they
it.
want stupid
Continue
shit
the
to
test,
happen
okay?
to them.
But it's a lost cause at this point. Stephanie's unable to maintain her balance, and the following test effectively places
And
the
if you're
final
drunk
nail in
and
the
they were in
coffin.
that state,
This is called a PBT
It's your
test. You ever
fault.
blown one of these before?
No,
Okay. You know what the legal limit is to drive in Illinois?
I do not, sir.
Okay, 0.08, okay? What I have you do is take a deep breath, a long, hard, steady blow into the straw, just like you're blowing up a
1.6.
balloon. Keep blowing until you hear the
Did you
machine
double
click,
it?
okay? All right?
Blowing up a what?
Yes, ma'am.
did you hit
Take
a
a deep
camel
breath, long, hard,
also?
steady blow.
I mean, there's a camel
A little
toe
bit
in
harder
there,
for me, a
right?
little bit harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
There's a
Okay.
camel's hoof,
You're a
bro.
Bradley student.
I graduate in 4 weeks.
You're a .264, okay? All right?
3 times. 3
Stephanie's
times.
level is more than 3 times the limit. A BAC of this level is extremely high and very dangerous.
I think that's called
It can lead to
aggravated
profound impairment of
DUI.
motor skills, coordination,
bullshit
and
like that.
balance.
I think if
In
it's 2
addition to
times
the
harder,
slurred speech Stephanie is
higher,
exhibiting,
it's like a
reaction
different.
times are greatly slowed.
It's a different
Vision
thing.
may become blurred, and fine motor skills might be compromised. there's a significant risk of accidents and falls due to the impairment of
Yeah,
these
there's
essential
DUI and
functions.
then there's aggravated
Mentally,
DUI.
cognitive functions are severely impacted. Judgment, decision-making, and reasoning abilities are impaired,
I'm pretty sure
making
she
it
hit it.
difficult for the individual to make sound choices or assess risks accurately. Memory lapses and blackouts can occur.
Okay, go ahead and turn around for me and place your hands behind your back. You are under arrest for DUI. Okay?
And that's a 5 for her. That's a normal.
Despite the seriousness of this moment, Stephanie blurts out another bizarre and inappropriate exchange at the very moment she's handcuffed.
You're doing great. I'm like,
All right. Sure. Come right over here and have me sit back in the car, okay?
It's comfy.
She might not know she killed somebody.
Whatever you
Maybe.
say.
I don't know.
Stephanie is transported to a local hospital
I
as
don't wanna believe she's
reportedly
evil.
a doctor
I don't
needs
wanna
to
believe she's
evaluate possible glass in Stephanie's foot.
The man, thank
Well,
you
your whole
for
front
Valakis,
windshield was shattered
Peter,
out, so
Rose,
that's understandable.
Neon,
I know what I did.
Extreme
I know what I
Diverse
did.
up to Finjan, that's my boy
And it
Luz.
was not for
I
them.
is that enemy. That was a while ago.
If it was two, I'd be crying. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh my god, I did this. I'd be like, wow, this made it work, but I know what I did.
Okay.
Her concern for her foot
I
is
know
placed
what
on the
I
back
did.
burner, and her ramblings continue.
And we're not going to Vegas.
You're not gonna go
Take me to Vegas. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to spend at least $500. I'm going to start off with 2 Long Island.
Yes. You haven't had enough of drinking already?
We're talking about Vegas. There's no
Oh.
limit at Vegas, right? Have you been there? I swear to God, if you're Snapchatting right now, I'm not. I'm gonna be mad.
Bro, you killed 2
Okay,
people.
well, you're being too quiet, so I'm gonna start singing because I hate quiet.
While the display may strike you as mildly amusing,
No respect.
everything will change when you learn the magnitude of the destruction that resulted back at the crime scene. You see, after Stephanie was first placed in the patrol unit, officers engaged in a brief,
Yo, she looks like Adette the best. Doesn't she? She looks like Adette.
but heartbreaking exchange.
Hang tight a
Oh,
minute.
wait, right here.
Okay. Suspect, that's her. She's. They're probably going to call both of them. So.
In addition, there was a bit more to the conversation that took place upon arrival at the hospital.
Okay. So you understand what we're going to do? First off, I'm going to let you know the 2 people. You did hit 2 people
I
total.
did not.
You did.
I didn't.
Okay. I'm just. Okay.
Yeah.
However you want to word it to yourself, that's fine. Okay. I'm just telling you. There's 2 people struck by your vehicle, and both are dead.
I did not hit the
Okay.
people. I can tell you right now.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you the 2 people that hit your
Why would I
car.
call
Ma'am, listen.
911 if I...
2 people struck your vehicle, so I'm telling you, and they're both deceased on scene. I'm just telling you that information, okay? We're going to go in here. We're going to do the thing. I appreciate you being cooperative so far. I'm just telling. I got to tell you what's going on.
Okay.
With the revelation that everything was already disclosed to
God, man.
Stephanie, and despite this, she continues to engage in her completely remorseless behavior. The officer attempts to put things in perspective for her.
Fatherless behavior.
I schooled Miles.
And motherless behavior. She
Your car
no
is totaled.
morals.
That's what?
Your car is totaled.
She no morals.
Total wrecked.
And you killed 2 people.
so how do I get
You don't.
So I don't go to school tomorrow is what you're telling me?
Bro, you're going to
No.
jail.
You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail. You don't have a bond. You killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond. You are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless, but that's clearly, I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2
There you
people.
go. Aggravated
That's what's
DUI.
going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Today the Tuesday?
Oh my god.
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said that
I'm
you...
going to jail tomorrow.
You're going to jail when we're down here.
Yes.
Did you understand what I told that you killed 2 people tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, we're done.
What Stephanie isn't grasping at all, as anyone else who chooses to get behind the wheel while intoxicated wouldn't be able to, is the fact that if you choose to ingest substances, you are completely responsible for your actions, no matter
Dude,
how impaired you
Are
get.
you fucking kidding
This is
me?
the case both morally and legally in every.
She got told she killed 2 people, and there's okay, but when am I going to school? You killed 2 people, bro. You just don't get to just ask. Okay, but when am I going to school? You're not going to school. Your whole life is different now. You just fucked up a bunch of families.
State. Even if you are to the point of hallucination because you
Like,
chose to ingest the substance, you are still responsible for your actions. It's nearly impossible to make good choices while intoxicated, and it's of utmost importance that if you choose to ingest substances, you must be aware of the risks associated with
yeah,
these
just like the
acts.
kid yesterday killed
Think
his
ahead
mum,
and
and
plan
he was
transportation
asking,
before
okay, but
drinking or using other
yeah, he killed
substances.
her, but like,
While devastating
I'm gonna
events
go
such
back
as
home,
this
right?
one occur far too often, they can be prevented.
Unbelievable.
You're all on body cam for being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. You could care less. That's sad and pathetic and horrible all at the same time.
Can you say that as a cop?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Oh, bro, I wish the cop
I
could.
can go back to school.
I wish the cop could smack her, bro. Listen, some people deserve a good smacking. Okay, like, let's be real. Holy shit, what a piece of shit she is.
Well, to be quite frankly, I'm a little more concerned about the 2 people that are dead right now. To be fair.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Do you like that my coworkers have them? Oh my god, all of them have them. They're gonna be like, come on, dog. I'm tired of them this weird. It's okay, we're taking me to Vegas for my birthday.
Oh, you are not going to Vegas. Oh, you are not going. Oh, she's coping. She's
Though the
coping.
unnerving footage ended here, the
She's
investigation was just getting started. Earlier that fateful
She's
night,
coping.
43-year-old Andrea Rosewich of Avon, Ohio, and
Aw.
55-year-old Paul Prowent of Seattle, Washington were struck by Stephanie's vehicle. Sadly, there was no saving them. Both victims were pronounced dead at the scene. After news of Stephanie's arrest was made public, her fellow students at Bradley University held a candlelight vigil for the victims and later protested the university's decision to allow Stephanie to participate in the commencement. Ultimately, she was not allowed to take part in the graduation ceremony, but her degree was conferred nonetheless. Stephanie eventually admitted to striking both pedestrians and entered a blind plea to 2 counts of aggravated DUI and 2 counts of aggravated reckless driving. In April of
How much time?
2023, Stephanie was sentenced to 14 years in prison.
$14 years for 2 people. Dude. 14 years for 2 people. That's nothing. 14 years is nothing. 14 years is 14 years is nothing. I'm 28. Half of my life. Dude. If she was a man, she would have gotten more. The other guy got, yeah, 15, 20, something like that. Oh, 14 years. Dude, if I was... I can't even say what I would like to do, dude, on Twitch. If I was, like, the kid of one of those people, I can't even say what I would do, dude.